Hello, my name is Ray Salazar, and this is Morning Reel, a 3 minute or four or so podcast about films that I review, whether they're good, whether they suck, porno or not. This is how it comes. Today, we're reviewing The Worst Person in the World, directed by Joachim Trier, written by Joachim Trier and Eskelvagt, starring Renate Reinsve as Julie, Anders Danielsen Lee as Axel. Yes, this film was shot and the language is in Norwegian or Swedish, I don't know, but it's in Norway. It's part of a trilogy from the director called the Oslo trilogy. I think this is being the third one of the trilogy. There's actually one film that's in the Amazon Prime, so I'm going to watch that. I recommend everybody watching that one too. Anyways, this film is about a woman named Julie who doesn't know what the fuck she wants. And we see what kind of relationships she has to eventually find out what she does want in life. And guess what? She finds herself. I am very, very excited and very proud to have special guests for this episode because I feel like these two guys would know a thing or two about relationships, especially dealing with women who don't know what they want, you know, in their time of relationships or whatnot. I want to welcome very own We Don't Smoke the Same podcast crew, E-Zone and Xavier Guerrero. What's up, guys?
Chilling.
What's up, Ray? Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad you guys saw the film. I saw this film with E-Zone last week when the film came out in the States.
Only fell asleep for 1 minute.
I don't know about that 1 minute, but he did fall asleep. He might have missed the fucking shroom trip. Did you remember the shroom trip?
I woke up like towards the end of it.
Oh, yeah, it was a trip.
Part.
Yeah.
It was a trip. Xavier just saw this film last night, and I'm glad he saw it last night because it's all fresh in his head.
Fucking bootlegged that bitch.
Oh, you bootlegged it?
Yeah, you can get it. It took a while.
All right.
It took a while. If you really want to watch it, DM me or DM Ray. I'll let him the bootleg. I don't know if he's with bootleg shit, but
When it comes to shit like this, dude, I don't mind it, man.
okay. All right. Yeah.
If I ask you to watch a movie and you got to do it any kind of way, then fuck it. Do it the way you want. So, guys, let me start off the top. It's not like a questionnaire or anything. It's more like a discussion. It can go whatever. It won't go too much, you know, because, you know, you got your podcast coming up later on at 7 p.m. Thursday time, Pacific Standard. Did you guys like the movie?
I enjoyed it. I don't really specifically like a movie that I like. I have to keep up with reading wise, but it was cool. I didn't think she was that toxic though. I know like there's way more toxic people out there that like the stuff she didn't cheat on that fool. She just didn't like that.
Some could say that she did.
Will we consider that cheating? Would you be pissed if your girl was smelling some fool's armpit?
Not only that, but like getting.
I forgot about the part where they were like, "No cheating."
Yeah, they were playing as close as they could to cheating. Is that toxic shit?
They kind of did though, man. Let's just be real, man. If you were with a chick like that and she told you, "Hey, babe,
I'm going home. This bitch was supposed to be going home." That's what she told her man. Her man's out doing this release promo. Like, I'm the man, you know, you've been there. And all of a sudden she's like, "I'm going home, babe. But you know, you stay here and support your fans, you know." And he's like, "You go, babe."
I'd be pissed. That's like if my lady told me that, like in the middle of us our podcast live, and she'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and this bitch is on the way home on the walk, and all of a sudden she's like in an entanglement.
Yeah,
that's some Will Smith shit, right?
Yeah.
Some cuck.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think it was really that toxic. I didn't think it was that bad. Not that I'm saying it justified what the bitch did, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Overall, though, like, I'm glad she stopped being toxic, though.
I mean, believe it or not, I actually wanted her to find her happiness at the end of the movie. I didn't care if she had a kid or not. I wanted her, which is weird because I was looking for her happiness. At one point, I was like, well, she wanted, she not wanted. Did she end up with this dude or not, dude? I don't know. She played a really good part. I got to give it to her. And
how fucked up was it when that fool got cancer or he got sick? Damn, dog. I was like, bitch, you did this fool dirty. He should sock you right now. Like, I'm like, I mean, I'm not condoning it, but I'm like, you know, like that, like,
figuratively
bro,
speaking,
she did him dirty, bro. Like, she fucking.
Yeah,
no. We've all been done dirtier. She kind of cheated and let the fool go. That's a nice way of breaking up with someone. Usually it doesn't end like that. You catch your girl on the DM. She catches your DMs. It's way more toxic. This seemed like a very white person way to break up.
I liked how they did that dream sequence where like she was in the kitchen with that fool, Axel, and he asked her a question, and she was like frozen, and then like she just fucking bounced and.
Well, she turned on the light. She turned on the light switch. Remember the light switch was the on and off.
Bone that fool?
She went to go kiss him. Relax. That reminded me more of what's that movie?
Director's cut. She sucks his dick.
Yeah, there was. I thought there was gonna be more sex in it.
I thought for sure for European film, I thought there was gonna be more fucking.
I thought for sure more fucking. There was a little bit of period blood in that thing.
I gotta ask you, since you're not comfortable
I saw
with
when
shit
he
like
ate that.
this.
When he ate her pussy though, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
That was pretty dope. Remember when we saw his dong? When she was leaving, dude?
That was very weak because this dong was not hard. I would not want to be that dude. If the director was like, yo, it's your last take. All you got to do is stand there with your dick soft. I want to tell.
No, but
like,
it's supposed to show his level of masculinity.
Like, yeah, he's weak right now. Like, I understand. Like, these movies are like more about death. I get it. But it was one of those moments where I'm like, damn, that'd be hard for me as an actor to be like, soft? Come on, it's kind of hard. Like, let me kind of be in there, you know?
Right. Hey, just how Kate hit me up and said, hey, can I park inside? And I'm like, not responsive.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's titled The Worst Person in the World. I can see why some people would call her the worst person in the world because she's very indecisive in her career, in her life, in her personal relationships.
Her mom, it's because her mom encouraged it in a weird way.
Yeah, she was very lax about that.
Yeah,
shit.
hey, I want to be a doctor. Cool. I want to be a photographer. If that's what you want, baby. Sometimes you got to tell your kid, like, yo, fool.
No seas pendejo.
Yeah, you're wasting your time. You're already in your 30s.
Gotta hurry up.
Yeah, you're in your 30s and you still don't know what you kind of want to do. Yeah. Indecisive from the beginning. I didn't know that was part of the movie. I don't know. I started looking into it later when Ray was like, what are you going to say about this?
And how would you say, like, how would you relate this to you guys? Because she's a woman in her, I guess at that time period, late 20s, probably 30 actually.
I think this was like in between 28 and 31.
Yeah.
The whole lifetime span in the movie, I think she was like 28. And I mean, I'm 28 right now.
Yeah. Are you asking like what we take from it?
Like,
did you live this? Have you had a chick?
No, not that you live with it, but like, I'm sure you can relate with like the pressures of being a millennial.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and time. Remember that one scene where Axel was talking to her about like how we used to like talk to each other with artifacts, with like gadgets, gizmos, you know, and like we don't really do that no more. Everything's like through like a screen, like a phone and shit.
I mean, sorry to bring it up, and everyone hates this term, but NFTs. That's what it is. Instead of a comic book, you own an NFT now. Can't hold it. And that's what he's wanted. He wants you to hold his comic book. Like, and that's what the whole, I mean, that was a little bit underlined there, but it was a little bit of that. No, he legit said that. In the movie,
he didn't straight up say NFT, but
no. But that's what I mean, in the movie, you're going to see like you're not going to touch it eventually.
It's all going to be digital, gone.
I don't know. I've been a worse person in one day than she's ever been her whole life. I've cheated on a girl with twice in one day. I've done way worse than this girl did in not the worst person in the world.
I just think relatability wise, just it kind of points out that for me, it just like a lot of your situations that I've gone through that have been similar to that. It's just what it comes down to. What I realize, it's all stuff that it could have been unavoidable. It could have been avoidable. You know what I mean? It's all just shit that like didn't really have to happen, but you chose to. And sometimes we make decisions to entertain these things, you know.
And not only that, but like, I guess for some of us, we just have to experience shit like that. You know, whether it's the good and the bad.
And I found it funny because the guy she didn't want to have a kid with, she didn't have a kid. And the fool that didn't want to have a kid with, she gets pregnant with. So it's like, oh, you dumb bitch.
Cancer fool?
That fool wanted the baby.
Yeah.
The other fool literally said, I don't want a baby, whoop-de-whoop. She ends up getting pregnant with him. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you chose the wrong baby daddy, you dumb bitch.
She did them dirty both, in a sense.
Did she keep it?
She had a miscarriage.
She aborted.
Oh, you're right. She did have a miscarriage because she was in the shower bleeding. I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought she was under period.
And she was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then she was like, all right, well, I'm going to start out my career.
It's got to.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. You think she ever had kids?
I don't know. When she saw them two,
She
was like,
she fucked a lot.
Dude, a lot of girls fuck a lot.
in Norway.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
But because she did want him to call her a good mom a lot. You remember at the end, she was like, "Tell me I'm a good mom. Tell me what you used to always tell me." No shit, because she was pregnant, so she
Spit in
needed a
my
little.
mouth.
Yeah, she needed a little bit of like clarification. But
That guy was a G, man.
dude, I loved his art. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, his art was cool.
His art was crazy. Fucking this cat getting eaten out, and they were trying to say,
The
trying to
butthole.
counsel him out
Yeah,
there in Europe.
dude.
Yeah,
I was
they
so
were
mad
trying.
when
They were trying to cancel him.
Yeah, and that's when that girl was like. That's when she found out that her ex her ex had cancer.
Because he came on the interview.
Yeah, and she hit up his home and she's like, "Hey, how's he doing after the interview?" And she's like, "You didn't hear? That fool's pretty much dead." And then she finally hit him up. That's what she had to hear to hit this fool back up. That's what I hate about bitches too. I know when I'm dying, all my homegirls
Xavier
will be
is not the
"Yo."
person to give deliver bad news. But did you hear? He's almost pretty much dead. Like I could easily fucking need a Band-Aid. Yeah, did you hear? He's bleeding out. He's dying.
How crazy it is to like actually crash a party.
Hey, shout outs to her.
I always wanted to do that.
Shout outs to her. I think it's easier for a girl. You don't look as creepy. But shout outs to her.
She was looking good though.
She was looking good.
Yeah, she fucking provoked that fool.
I was kind of mad that they didn't bone.
Yeah, right.
Because I was like, you guys are boning. Just like, métesela. They're already in the room. This fool's laying on everybody's coats, dog. I was like, so rude and disrespectful.
I thought she was for sure gonna suck his dick.
At least, bro. I thought they were gonna get caught she's sucking his dick in that room eventually because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't stop.
The coat room.
Yeah, the coat room. Whatever.
Quote,
The fuck
unquote.
that
I was
is.
like, come on now, ho.
Y'all have a favorite scene?
I didn't expect them to shroom at all.
Yeah, same.
So that tripped me out. It was my favorite scene because I like to trip and shit. But I'm guessing people that watch this thing already watched the movie. She plays with her fucking period blood on shrooms, which to me is tripping. I'm not playing with my cum on shrooms. You know, you keep that shit in the bedroom.
First of all, your cum just come out. Yeah.
She literally is playing with it. It's on her skin. I don't know if when you fell asleep. Yeah, but she was playing with it, and her man was probably there too.
I fucking saw that scene.
That
You
fool was
bitch.
tripping too.
Yeah, he was tripping too, and he didn't tell her. He talked to her like she had mud on her face. I think you should shower. I would be like, nah, bitch. Like, we're done tripping. Métete a bañar. Like, and staying there for a while.
You woke up the next day, yeah.
Yeah, she woke up and like, I think I should shower. And shit's all crusty and shit. The blood from last night. I think she's a fucking football player.
I guess my favorite scene would be with her crashing the party. Because you just don't really, I don't know, it's like something that's very hard to do. You know what I mean? And then for her to pull it off so well to actually get somebody from the party, the process of it, because it seemed like forever while they were at that party, but that's when you're doing something like they're doing, that's what it feels like. Time feels slow.
This is one of the best romantic dramedies or comedies of the last year, 2021. You think you agree with that?
I haven't seen enough dramedies for me, like of this year, the last year, for me to really say that. I would say it was a great film. I'll give it that.
Ekis?
Definitely not my type of film. Like, I would have never watched it. First of all, it's foreign, but I'm not gonna lie. It making me read kept
There's
me
the
up.
foreign guy.
No, it making me read kept me up. I think if this movie would have been American, I think it would have been a little bit too slow, and I think I would have been like Izzo, kind of dozed off because I was high as fuck. I'll give it to you. I took a couple dabs.
Yeah, we were pretty high too when we saw it.
But I mean, there was some chick that asked me. She's like, I was like, hey, have you seen this movie? And she's like, no. I'd recommend it to a chick, especially a chick that's lost.
Sure.
Especially a chick that's lost.
For sure.
Be like, hey, watch this.
Like
Look
a
where your life's
stripper?
gonna end up. You're gonna end up like this bitch if you don't
Like a
fucking
stripper
decide.
just trying to get out of stripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very important film in our times and amongst our generation because it does ask us questions, like, do we have it good in our relationship? Do we have it good in our personal lives? Because it's funny. There's maybe one part where I think she was asked the question if she was happy and she hesitated. She couldn't answer it. If she was happy, she would have said it like
Could you ever answer that question like
sometimes you can.
100%?
I can answer that on the dot.
Yeah, I think you can.
My life's too good to not be happy. Like
Xavier's also foreigner. America.
I'm
Like
blessed to be here as it is.
Yeah, like you better be saying that shit. Fucking.
Yeah, you
being
are blessed that
foreign
you're
from
here watching a
Super
bootlegged
blessed.
film.
Yeah.
of
Not
another
being from
foreign
here,
film.
no, you better say that shit.
See, I'm not cutting grass. I could be cutting grass, be outside Home Depot trying to get a job. I'm here fucking on Ray's fucking movie directing film. And I never watched foreign films, and I was happy I did because it makes me realize there's some good shit out there other than shit the rocks.
That's fucking right. I give the movie a 4 out of 4 tokes. What do you guys give it?
3.5, not enough sex.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
Good enough tits, not big enough, but not good enough tits. Nice tits. Oh,
Right on. Thank you guys for being on my podcast. You guys want to give a shout out? Where could they find you?
You can find the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Follow our new page at We Don't Smoke the Same pod because Xavier got the other one deleted. Also follow my new page at Flavors by Ezone with 2 S's. On Instagram. Also check out my site and my merch at highandhungry.shop.
And if you're listening to this, exactly what Ezone said, and don't forget to leave a review on this podcast because that definitely helps us out and it puts him up on the algorithm for podcast Apple. So hook it up.
Thank you. I'm Ray Salazar. Follow me on Morning Shot Films on Instagram, YouTube. Follow the official Morning Reel on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker. Rate and review this. Next week, or actually Valentine's Day, I think I will be putting Before Sunset. That's the movie I'm going to put for Valentine's Day.